Hey everyone, today I'm going to be teaching you a very useful video editing technique in Final Cut Pro, that is Jumpcut. There are many varieties of cuts which filmmakers use, like for example cross cut, parallel cut, J cut, L cut, hard cut, match cut, etc. etc. So today let's see how we can use the Jumpcut right from the Final Cut Pro. Let's begin. Look at this video. This is an amazing long border video. That's so amazing. Very scenic place. Look at the rider. He is blissfully enjoying. Wow. I must say the cameraman is so talented to handle the camera so smoothly. So smooth. Wow. Amazing. Anyways, there are interesting portions in this video. Look at this portion. He bends, he stands, he almost sits while ahead the curves. Maybe that is the way these riders balance, I don't know. So what we will do, let's try to find an interesting portion which we can use it for our jump cut exercise. What is jump cut? Jump cut is basically jumping frames without deleting the clip. It gives an appearance of jumping or moving forward through time. That is jump cut. Now let's look at the options available for jump cut in Final Cut Pro. You see this little timing meter icon? Just click the arrow right next to it. You will see jump cut at markers. There you will see 3 frames, 5 frames, 10 frames, 20 frames and 30 frames options. So what does this mean? This means you have options to jump 3 frames, 5 frames, 10 or 20 or 30 frames. So let's look at our video. You see this portion? This is kind of very interesting. We can start from here all the way to here. Yeah. This is an interesting portion. This means that between these 2 portions of the clip, we can choose any of the frames options, like 3 frames or 5 frames or 10 frames or 20 frames or 30 frames, just to create that jumping feel. So yeah, before we do anything, let's duplicate this clip. Simply press and hold Option key and just drag it along. That's it. Okay. Now let's start from here. Select the top clip, move the playhead here, and press M. This will place a marker in that particular portion of the clip. Also, always try to keep the snap button on. This is the snapping icon. Turn this on, or simply press N. This will snap between clips and items that you have on your timeline editor. Now let's move 10 frames. Maybe for this video I want to make the jump cut bit more obvious. So let's do 40 frames. So you press the right arrow on the keypad, it moves 1 frame ahead. If you press shift and right arrow, that moves 10 frames ahead. Remember this. Pressing the right arrow on the Mac, it moves only 1 frame ahead. Pressing the shift and right arrow, that moves 10 frames ahead. So to do a 40 frames, we need to press shift and press the right arrow 4 times. That moves 40 frames ahead. Now press M, that will add a marker there. Again press the shift and do 4 times the right arrow. Again press M. Repeat this until you reach to that portion of the clip. So now we have created markers with 40 frames in between. So select the clip and go to jump cut at markers. So here, for example, if you select 5 frames, it means that it is going to be jumping only 5 frames between each marker. I don't think that will be a noticeable jump. So what we will do, since there are 40 frames between the markers, so let's cut off half of the frames, which means 20 frames in between. So you select 20 frames option. You notice now the clip between the markers becomes short. It actually become half since we had 40 frames in between. So we reduced 20 frames, so it became half. Now you go ahead and play the clip. Wow, that's it. So if you turn off the top clip and play the original clip, you will start to notice the difference. To turn off the top clip, simply press the letter V. Some editors, what they do, they just cut off the frames manually just to create the jump effect. Let me show you. Go back to the main clip. Now press B to select the blade. Go ahead and chop off. Then delete the in-between portions. Now you play. It is going to give you the same effect. But the problem here is you don't have the control of it. If you want to change it later, you don't have the control of this method. So most of the time, I use the jump cut method. Another thing what we can do, you see this portion, the car is passing by. Wow, that is scary to me. This is a good portion where you want to highlight something. Maybe freeze the frame for a second or two and add some graphics in it. Let's do that. So to do that, simply move your playhead to that particular portion and go and select hold, or simply press Shift and H. This holds the frame. You can simply stretch this to how much ever seconds you want. Now you play. Yeah, you see the frame is frozen. You can add any graphics here. Let's try to add some graphics. Maybe we'll say this is my lane or something like that. Let's do it. Okay, now let's go ahead and play. Nice, right? Another thing what you can do is, you notice this, if you simply shift this forward or backward, you are actually speeding up or slowing down the clip. So now if you play, it gives you a nice effect to the clip. It's adding something to it. Anyways, there is so much we can do with these retiming options. We can speed up, we can slow down, we can freeze the frame, we can do jump cuts. There are so many things we can do. Another important tip is that if in case you want to bring the clip to its original speed, just simply select the reset speed from here. This will bring back the clip to its original speed. That's it guys. I hope this was helpful. If you like this video, I would appreciate if you give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. That would give me a motivation to do more videos. And if you specifically want to know any trick, kindly do let me know in the comments below. I will try my best to make a video. Thanks for watching.